How's it going, guys? This is Drew Pillow, and I am creating a tutorial on how to upload pre-recorded podcasts to Blog Talk Radio. This is from the part of the Blog Talk Radio Heart Over Ego radio network. So we're Heart Over Ego, and we produce a network of shows. If you don't already know about it, you should check us out. So the way this begins is you go to Blog Talk Radio, and their website is blogtalkradio.com, and when you get to that website, it'll look like this. And what you want to do is log in. If you'll notice in the upper right hand corner, I've already logged in. As you can see, the Heart Over Ego radio logo up right hand corner. But sometimes when you log in, you may not be on that. You may not be already logged in. So let's go ahead and let's cover the login process. So you'll go over here to this corner. Let me go ahead and log out so that we can begin on the same page. So I'm gonna mouse over that and get those drop down options, and then I'll just select log out, and so that will bring me to this page. This is what it looks like. So we'll simply click the log in button, which will take us to the login screen. Sometimes you can use Facebook as a quick login. For me, I have mine pre-saved, and I select remember me on this computer so that I don't have to do this process all the time, and then I go ahead and complete the process by logging in. Now you can tell I'm logged in because there's my logo again. So we go over there, mouse over it, and we'll get these drop down options, and we will select the one that says episodes, or create. Actually, I can't see it, it's very tiny. See if I can blow up the screen a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to pick the option that says episodes, and it'll take us to this screen. Now at the top of this screen, let's go from the top to the bottom. Let's cover all the bases. So we have options of broadcasting or uploading. Broadcasting is when you want to go live. You can schedule a time to go live, but in this case we want to do upload. So we're going to click the upload button. Then we'll get these options. One is upload from your computer or get a feed, and getting a feed is just like an RSS feed from another URL, another website. We're not doing that. We're just going to upload something that we already made on our computer, and we may have done it using Audacity or some other media creation program. So I'm on my desktop, and I'm going to find a file. Let's choose this one called Bo and Jenny. Whoop, there's an error message because it's not the correct file type. This will only work if you have created your files in MP3 format. So in that case, I was using MP4, which is not good. You'd have to convert it. So let's get another file. This is MP3. I'm going to select it, open it up, and there is the loading icon. It shows that we are processing. Our file is currently being uploaded to the Heart Over Ego radio section of Blog Talk Radio. So this can take up to 5 minutes depending on the size of your file. This was a relatively short file, so it will complete in 3, 2, 1. Now it's done. So now we need to schedule a date. When do we want this to go live so people can see it? Because it's there, but it's not live. So it's kind of like it's on the shelf. We want to put it on the table so people can check it out. So let's go ahead and let's select a date. We're going to choose today, and let's pick a time. Right now on my clock it's about 10:39. So I can't pick 10:30 because that time's already passed. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the next available option, which is 11 o'clock, because I want this to go live ASAP. So continuing down the list, we have the title. And if you don't know what a title is, you probably should be podcasting right now. So let's go ahead and give this a title. I'm going to call it Test Upload Number 1. And I know that took a lot of creativity to come up with that title, but if you keep practicing, you can be that creative too. So now what's next on our list of to-do things? Let's see. We have our time. Oh yeah, with the time, when you set your publish time, you want to make sure you don't set it during a time when another show is already scheduled, because that will cause a conflict and your show won't publish. The I believe this website has a failsafe that will not allow you to do that, but just in case, I'm just telling you now so that you will know. Don't set your show to go live during a time when another show's scheduled. So now let's do a short pitch. What's a short pitch? It's just a little couple words to tell what the podcast is about. This one is going to be called Tutorial for Uploading Episodes. Another flash of creative genius. Don't worry, you don't have to be as bright as me right now. Maybe by your second episode. So now let's go ahead to the part of the detailed description and self-explanatory. We want to really give people an idea what our show is about. So I'm going to put in some jibber jabber gibberish. On your show you should use actual words that really do talk about your show, but for the sake of demonstration, I'm just going to scribble in some things. Now we go to tags such as hashtags. So I'm going to put in things like tutorials, uploading, and when you type in your word, hit the comma, and it'll know that you're done with that hashtag. So instead of putting a hashtag in the word, just type the word and hit the comma, and it will go ahead and create space for the next tag. So that's fine. So now in the next section we have episode type, and season. I typically don't mess with that. If that's something that you know about and want to mess with, then you can do that, but I just let those numbers just roll organically. But there's options to be able to change that. It's real simple. So now let's go to visibility. Do you want your show to be public or do you want it to be private? Well, if it's private, nobody can see it but you. So let's choose public. Now, is it going to be rated PG-13 or rated R? You know what you're going to do. You don't want kids hearing things they shouldn't, so let's choose appropriately. I always go with public, and I don't bother with the PG anything because I don't fucking cuss ever. Shit. So now let's go to advanced options because these are important. First thing we want to do is look at the slideshow feature. Now, what is that for? When listeners go to access this show, they get a visual. There's some kind of imagery on the player, and this is where that imagery comes from. So for me, I'm going to go to my desktop. Once I click choose files, I'm back on my computer. I'll go to the folder where I keep my Heart Over Ego Radio logo. You might choose something else, and you can upload as many as 5 different images, and they'll just rotate. So now let's go to startup audio. Do you have a pre-recorded audio? If you do, then you can go to this drop down. If your audio is already uploaded to Blog Talk Radio, it'll be in this drop down. I'll just choose this one for demonstration purposes. Category, self-explanatory. Whatever category you consider your podcast to fall into, you can choose that. I typically leave it at spirituality because that's what our network is about. And then finally we're at create. We can create or cancel. Which do you think we should do? Create. Come on now. So now the screen goes gray, and then you get this handy dandy, your episode has been imported. Now that means you're done. You can promote your episode by clicking on the Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr icon, and it'll set you up to share the link on those platforms. You can add it to your calendar, edit. You can go to the studio. There's options there. But what I like to do is I like to click on the title of the show. You can even X out of it if you really want to, but I like to click on the title because it'll show me what the finished page will look like to the listeners, and this is what it'll look like. When they go to listen to this episode, this is what they're going to see. There's that logo that I uploaded. That will be replaced with whatever you put. There's my hashtags. Here's my description. Listeners can leave comments once the show is live. And there's the title, Test Upload Number 1. Look at us. We did it. And the show will be live in moments. Now you're cooking with fire. This took less than 10 minutes. I'm Drew Pillow. And this is the Heart Over Ego Radio Network tutorial for how to upload episodes pre-recorded to Blog Talk Radio. I hope you had a good day. Peace out. Peace and hair grease.